Hey guys, welcome to Ian's Cocktail Hour once again. We have distracted the dog with peanut butter so that she will let me work. And yeah, there she is having fun with that. So I don't know, 6 months or a year ago, I found a whiskey bar that had a cocktail list. And it was a lot of Scotch cocktails, which are a really unusual thing. Like normally Scotch, especially a really heavily peated smoky Scotch, those do not play well in cocktails. And so when I found this place and their cocktails were fantastic, I was really taken aback. And in particular, I ordered one called Western Isles, in part because I was just really curious to see if they could pull off something that didn't taste like ditch water. Because the ingredients in this thing are Fino sherry, which I actually don't like on its own, Lefroy, which is it's like alcoholic charcoal briquette sort of level, chartreuse, which is very potent, very sweet, very flavorful, and limited use in cocktails. It is in a few. And then of all things, grapefruit bitters. And I looked at that list and I'm like, this is either going to be terrible or really remarkably fantastic. And it was remarkably fantastic. And so I asked the waitress, like, can you go ahead and get the recipe for this? And she went and pulled off a piece of receipt paper and actually gave me the exact recipe, which is awesome. Not just like a list of, well, we use a little of this and a lot of that, but literal ingredient of exact recipe. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this. I don't normally have sherry because I don't actually like sherry, and it has been quite a while until only now I actually bought a bottle of sherry just to do this cocktail because I really wanted to have it again. So, 1.25 ounces of Lefroy. This is Lefroy PX, which is really good Lefroy that I picked up in an airport duty-free instead of regular Lefroy. And then I have Chartreuse VEP. It only calls for Chartreuse green. This is like the slightly extra aged, like really swanky stuff, but it's only 3/4 ounce. And I don't think this will make it worse, so we'll give that a try. So 1.25 ounces of Lefroy, 3/4 of chartreuse, and then 1/2 ounce of Fino sherry. Yeah. And 2 dashes of grapefruit bitters. There we go. This is like alchemical magic if this comes out tasting good. One of the cardinal sins of good cocktails is not shaking them enough. When the shaker is cold enough that your hand starts to hurt, that's about right. A little bit small for my glass, but that's okay. It does have that sort of ditch water color. There we go. It's really quite good. I think it's a bit of an acquired taste, like every single one of the ingredients individually, but that is very tasty, and an example of a rather rare Scotch-based cocktail. Whoever put this thing together, whoever created that recipe, was quite the talented mixologist.